Whether or not you're interested in Wii Sports Resort, it's fair to say that it's one of the biggest, most important releases of the year. First up, it's the sequel to the best-selling game of all time, a 45 million unit seller that more or less sold the Wii single-handedly. It's also the first Nintendo title to use the new Wii Motion Plus, an upgrade that allows the Wiimote to determine rotational motion for more accuracy. Finally, it arrives at a time when industry analysts are claiming that Wii console sales are starting to slow down. So, does Wii Sports Resort have what it takes to live up to its heritage? Let's head to WII Island to find out more. Wii Sports Resort is set on the same pristine wonderland that acted as the backdrop to Wii Fit. Wii Sports Resort, though, throws you straight into the action as you descend onto the island out of an aeroplane with a parachute strapped to your back. As you plummet to Earth, you have to get into formation with the other holidaymakers on your trip before pulling the chute to reveal the Wii Sports Resort logo. Wii Sports Resort has a lot more games in it than the original Wii Sports, with 12 activities over the 4 in the original. True, some of these are simply revisions of the previous games. Both bowling and golf make a return, but they're also hugely improved by the Wii Motion Plus technology. You can now really feel the accuracy when you put spin on a bowling ball, while the increased precision makes golf even more realistic than before. The new games are the real stars of this package though, and a few of them really make the most out of the Motion Plus accessory. The 3 standouts for us are Frisbee, Swordplay and Archery, all of which really benefit from the increased accuracy that's available. In Frisbee, the slightest change to the angle of your throw makes a huge difference to where it ends up. You sometimes have to curl your shot in order to hit 2 targets, while the dog that catches the disc is unbelievably cute. Swordplay is the best game of the bunch for Harmony though, as slicing through objects feels incredibly satisfying. In this game, you have to chop through random items in the angle indicated on screen, and in 2-player mode, where you have to beat your competitor, it's incredibly addictive. Archery is the final game that we just couldn't get enough of. You have to control the angle of your bow using the Wii remote, then pull back the arrow using the nunchuck. It starts out pretty easy, but you soon have to start taking aim at faraway targets while also taking into account the wind factor. It's not all great news though for Wii Sports Resort. Some of the new games just aren't up to scratch. Wakeboarding sounds like a lot of fun, but all you have to do is flip the remote to jump waves, then balance it back in order to land. Basketball is also boring and repetitive, and actually far trickier than it needed to be. But cycling is the one game that we just can't fathom being in here at all. You have to play it by shaking the Wii remote and the nunchuck sequentially to mimic the pedaling, but we'd rather try cycling up Everest than play this game again. Like Wii Sports Resort is a pretty bare-bones package. There's not much in the way of extras, as every sport type is unlocked from the beginning, but you can unlock new variants and courses by playing through the game. There's also a new feature to pull in some of the most popular Mii characters from the internet, so if you select this option you might see Spider-Man or Homer Simpson standing by as you play. Wii Sports Resort is released in July 24, 2009 in the UK, and if you liked our first look at the game, make sure you check back on the site soon for the full GameSpot.com review.